you may recognize my friend Megan Dale here with me. We are going to be talking about, does HBR really work? Like, is that what you're like, I don't know. And we're just going to talk about it because Megan has some opinions. So first things first, if you, I want you to win things. I want you to win things. So all you have to do in order to do that is subscribe on YouTube, comment on YouTube videos, share YouTube videos in social media, and tag me in it. Realistically, what that looks like is if you like this video, share it into social media and tag me. Easy peasy and lemon squeezy. So all you would actually, what you would win whenever you win something, one person every week wins something, you just go to withmartha.com, click on shop at the top, and that takes you into the swag shop. So you would get to pick out whatever you want and we just send it to you. So there is that. All right. Oh, I see you guys over in the live chat. Keep the comments coming. Keep the questions coming if you have them. Keep the heck yes, preach sisters, all of the things. Make yourself known in the comment section at the very end. If we have time, I'm going to swing back around and we're going to put your comments up. So Megan, thank you for joining me today. I appreciate your time here. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Boom. It's so early to be having so much fun. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's just get down and dirty, right? So before you had entered what you guys call like the Marthaverse, which is hilarious to me, and also I own it. I think that's great. Before you got into this whole world, what was going on in your world? Like, what kind of stuff were you doing on building business or trying business? Like, what are the things you had tried? What was it? Was it working for you? Like, what was that like for you before?
Yeah. So, I kind of followed the traditional, like, go to college, get a really good degree, and then go to work and work 9 to 5. And then you have babies and then you have student loan debt from a doctorate degree. That is not cheap, right? Like, it's not cheap. And then you start your life in that way. And so I had been in social selling for quite some time. And at that point, before I entered, I was just like, I think I'm done. Like, I had been to so many business conferences, so many trainings. I've spent tens of thousands of dollars, and I was done. Like, I was like, I'm not doing another training. I'm not doing another thing. I'm tapping out of this world. Frustration was so high because everybody has systems, right? And they all have their own special way, but you had to do it exactly like them. What was anointed for them doesn't mean it's anointed for everyone. And yet they didn't teach you how to, here's a system, let me help you create a machine.
Right.
That you plug your anointing and your voice and who you're called to serve into. It was just, you have to do everything exactly like I say, but that wasn't working because I didn't have a machine. So I was actually tapped out, and I had a friend that was actually doing one of your programs, Go for Gold, and she was like having success. And I was like, crap, what are you doing? Like, this is working for you. What are you doing? And so she's like, you have to check out Martha. And I was like, oh, another thing? But what sold me, I was tapped out, I was done, I was frustrated. What sold me was the fact that it was $67. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was like, I have thrown thousands of dollars at learning skill set. What's $67? I can go out to eat and trash that, you know what I mean, in an instant. So, okay, I had seen her results, and it was $67. And there was another spark of hope.
I love that. So when you talk about like people's systems, what a lot of people don't realize is that systems like that aren't, so HBR is like, it's a blueprint that you fill in with yourself. You know, it's not actually you're exactly like me. It's more of a blueprint, you know, like a wireframe around what you do. But whenever you're looking at very specific systems that you have to do precisely, like you have to say the same thing and all of that, like it's copy paste systems, whenever you work with those, the interesting thing is by the time somebody actually documents it to be able to sell it, it's already flatlined. Because whenever people start doing that, and then you have hundreds and then thousands of people all doing the same thing, it already is not going to work. It's already not going to work because everybody is like, yeah, I've seen this a million times. I mean, how many times if you literally, like, you see somebody posting something and you're like, oh, they're doing that thing. Like, it's just duh. But whenever it's like a system like HBR, you're not doing precisely what anybody else is doing. It's all about you. You fill it in with your color, with your passion, but it's a loose rendition of like, here's how you're going to make you shine really well. And same for Go for Gold. So you got in because it was $67 because you were like, whatever, even if it doesn't work, it was just $67. Isn't that kind of like, I get that. I'm the same way. All right, listen, if this is going to be crap, then that's fine. It's just $67. I don't really care. And so you got into Go for Gold for 67. And then whenever HBR came along, you jumped into HBR. And what were your hesitations? What were your fears? Or were you just like, listen, I'm all in because I already know, I've seen it?
Through Go for Gold, the step-by-step of like how to build your machine or how to start to build your machine, how to set one income stream. You had built so much trust in that moment that you were here for this and you weren't going anywhere.
Yep.
And that I could ask you any question and I could bring my limiting beliefs and I could bring my I'm not great at this all to the table, and there was no like shame in that. I was just like, okay, let's dive in. Let's take the next step. So when HBR came along, I just looked at my husband and he was like, here's your dollar amount. And it was like the exact dollar amount that you had set HBR. And I was just, it didn't matter. Like I had no fear, no reservation. I am all in and I'm here for purposed impact.
Yes.
You know, like I'm not just here for let me copy this and post it on social media and hope that somebody buys this so that our family can get out of financial burden. I'm like, I am done with that. If it is not making soul wrenching, like life-giving freedom happening, activating women, impact, I don't have time for that.
Oof. Man, somebody make a quote card. I have the biggest goosebumps right now. Don't have time for it. We don't have time for it. If it is not positively impacting people, we don't have time for it. And you're right. That copy paste stuff is like, man, I hope I get some dollars. Man, I hope I get some dollars is not sole purpose. Man, I hope I get some dollars is not even going to be successful. It might be minorly successful for a little while, but it's not going to be that sustained, long-living, earth-shattering, soul-satisfying success. It's going to be like, it's going to probably feel gross, honestly. Here's the thing. If you make a bunch of money and it feels gross the way that you made it, how do you think you're really going to feel when you have it? What you're going to do is you're probably going to spend all your money and go broke. And the reason why is because you don't feel deserving of what you got. That's just so you guys know how the subconscious works. It's going to be a bit like that. So anyway, let's go ahead and move into now. So what's going on with you now? So just let's hear it.
Yeah. So, I've created the bike the blueprint for the bike. I've created the bike.
Yeah.
And I've created the chain that goes on the bike. And now all I have to do is sit on the bike and pedal,
There it is.
which is so easy. So easy. And I have new leads coming in on a regular. Just like 2 weeks ago, I had 200 new leads that were women that were hungry for their life to change in the way that I was saying, hey, this is how my life has changed.
Yes.
And to watch impact, to watch someone come in and purchase something, and purchase a course and work with you, and they say, I've sat in church. I got this message this morning and it just crushed me. I've sat in church my entire life. And I help women with body image and food and all of those things. And she said, no one has ever told me what you said the Bible told me in Genesis. If we are living life from a place that we are having if then, we do it with money, we do it with food. If I make this much money, then I'll have peace. Mm-hmm. If I lose this much weight, then I'll have joy. You're trading an external thing for an internal feeling. And you're right, it won't last. That's why 98% of people regain the weight, or you gain money and then you lose it all. So to be in this space, to have soul purpose and watch other women come out of something that was taken from them, nothing can compare to that. Like, I can say yes to that. I can say yes to, okay, mommy needs an hour today. I'm going to have you go read your books, and then you're going to, do your Legos. I need an hour. And that hour is so impactful for our family, and it's so impactful for other people's families too.
There it is. Mommy needs an hour. Isn't that so much better than mommy needs all the time, always? Mm-hmm. That's like that hustle, right? When everybody's like, you gotta hustle, you gotta hustle. Man, we really need to put that term to bed. It's time to turn the lights out on that term. It needs to go nighty-night. Mommy needs an hour. And people need to know that you still work. Like you have your doctor. You're still working as well. So you're doing this in addition to it, and it's not stressful and not a hustle.
No, because there's a blueprint. So there's always the next step of what screw do I need to put on the bike? What spoke do I need to put on the bike? I need to link this chain next. And so it's just all about taking that one next step and letting it evolve. Like, I might need to change the color of my bike, and that's okay. I just go get spray paint and change the color of it, letting it evolve and being in process. There again is that internal thing. I was like, okay, this works. It's a skill set. I can learn any skill. It is not tied to my identity. Mm-hmm. And my identity isn't tied to, I have to work for the money. Yeah. I'm here to serve and make impact. And so I said, this is the time that I can do that. And then because of HBR, I have a system. So when you're sick or when you're sleeping, the system is running. It's moving. It's a well-oiled machine that works on its own when you take the time to set it up.
Megan, let me ask you the $1 million question. How much money are you spending on ads?
No, none. Zero.
We don't spend money on ads, y'all. You don't have to spend money on ads to have success. So just ignore all the dude bros sitting on the rented Ferraris in front of the rented mansions, okay? Ignore all of those. Just hide those ads as you scroll past, and know that you don't need that. You don't have to invest that kind of money. All you have to do is give a rip about people, be passionate about people's transformation. You don't even need to know particularly what transformation you're going to help them do. That's all able to be found in HBR within yourself, but in HBR is going to pull it out of you. This is like this, everybody can have this. What would you say to somebody, Megan, that's sitting on the fence that's like, I don't know, like it seems cool for her and it seems like people are having success, but my gosh, like I don't know if it's really going to work for me. What would you say to that person?
So I would say test it out and see. Martha has this free group, and there's so much really good content in the guide section. One of the guide sections, one of her 90-day trial or 90-day challenges will get you activated and moving, and you can see that it works for you along with a whole bunch of other families that are doing it too. You don't have to guess or wait and see. Go do one of the things she's already given you for free to go do, or shoot, find the course. Go for gold and start with that.
There it is. There it is, you guys. Let me see where we at on time. Cool. I'm going to put up some people's stuff here. Hi. Jeannie said, I don't have time for that. Yes. Boom. There it is. Lorna showed us some hearty eyes. We got people tagging. Danya said, beautiful. Sherry, that's what Matt said when I got HBR. He said, it's Martha, go ahead. We both trusted you, and what an amazing journey it's been. Man, guys, like just amazing stuff happens in this space. And it's not because, like, it's flattering that he said, it's Martha, do it. But I think that what it's Martha means is that Martha follows the footstep of her father, right? Like I am in lockstep with my purpose here and what I'm here to do. So I think whenever people say it's Martha, it's a woman that isn't living from ego. It's a woman that's not going to not actually teach you something. It's somebody that's here to really transform the entire planet and go ahead and join in on that. So let me see here. I'm just going to do a little thing here. If you guys are not in HBR, totally suggest it. Price goes up very soon. What you would do is you would go over to Livin the Dream with Martha. It's my Facebook business page. Message me the words, let's do this, rainbows and unicorns, whatever you want to. And then we'll have a chat. You'll get the details of the program and the rest will be history. So I will get that out of here. Megan, I appreciate you so much. Tell us about your group and what you do in your group so people can come join you in there.
Yeah, so I teach people how to eat dessert for breakfast, because the first thing you do when you're looking at your body and you're looking at yourself and you're like, oh, we again attach that if-then statement. So if you have an if-then statement of, if I'll lose the 20 pounds, then I'll have peace.
Yeah.
You're just going to regain it back again. So I teach you how to come out from under that bondage and yet eat dessert for breakfast to fuel your body well, and to have joy now, have peace now, have freedom now on the inside of your body. And it's called dessert for breakfast. So I had cookies for breakfast this morning. It's really tasty.
I love it. You guys, if that sounds like you, get into her group and be blessed now for sure. Megan, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate your time, okay?
Yes, thank you so much, Martha.
You got it. Everybody have the best day, and we will see you later.